Riley, please put in the chat, and we'll take those in the order we get them. We'll go first to Chris McCoskey from the Detroit News.
Hey, Riley, it's good to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How's this? How's your body? How you feeling? And how is this camp? Does it almost feel comfortable for you since you spent so much time around this last year?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, the first couple of days, you're obviously going to be sore just because, I mean, it doesn't matter how hard you work in the off season, you're gonna be sore. Like baseball shape is just completely different shape. So, yeah, I mean, it's going good. I mean, starting to get back in the routine, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm just ready to go. So,
okay. The question that's going to come up is toward the end of this camp. What's going to happen to guys in your situation? When AAA starts, or I'm sorry, AA, and that starts later. Closer to April. I mean, are you worried about the lag time, or are you worried about having too long of a spring training? Maybe.
I mean, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna do what I do. I mean, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do what they tell me to do. I'm not really worried about the seasons and everything right now. I'm gonna focus on spring training here and then spring training next month, and yeah, just take it day by day.
Yeah. How do you feel like you best used your time last year with all the craziness that was going on, and how, I mean, you ended up playing kind of a lot of practice ball, through the whole thing. I mean, is it just a hunger to play another team right now, or did you feel like you used that time as best you could?
Oh yeah. I mean, in Toledo, I learned a lot. I got better as a player physically and mentally. So I was happy with that. And then I came to Lakeland for instructional league. And we actually got to play a couple teams with different jerseys, so that was awesome.
Right.
And me and Torque were pretty happy about that. Just the competitiveness comes out there when you're playing other people. So
For sure. Okay, man. Thanks.
yep, thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Jason Beck, MLB.com.
Hey, Riley, thank you for doing this. We saw you so often last spring training. It's easy to forget that you were actually part of minor league camp. What's the biggest difference actually officially being part of big league camp right now instead of coming across the street every day?
I mean, it's the players are different and the coaches are different too. But just the things that are going on, like the talks that are going on the side, and just being able to pick people's brains and just listening to the conversations. I mean, it's like wow, it's like I didn't know that and now I know it. So I've been learning a lot just the past 3 days we've been here. So I mean, it's pretty cool to just be around all the older guys. So
what has it been like working with George Lombard, and how much have you learned in terms of outfield play and also defensively?
He's an awesome guy. I mean, he's already showed me a lot. We've been doing some different drills, which I love. And I mean, just the energy and the vibes he puts out is just awesome. Like we know we're going to have a good day with him. So it's pretty cool being able to go out there and just be like, okay, it's going to be a good day because he's out there with us.
And we heard from Jake Rogers yesterday. He said that you and Torque and him were staying in the same place, and you guys are trying to cook inside, but that you're having to play catch up because you don't have a whole lot of different dishes. How much of a process is that right now?
Yeah, so it's like a running joke in the house. So me and we have a lake in our backyard, and me and Torque were fishing, and Rogers comes out and he grabs a chair, sits down and watches us, and he makes a comment. He's like, "I'm just watching my kids, guys." So I thought that was pretty funny. He's kind of like the dad of the house. But I mean, it's good. We all got pretty close when we were at the alternate site. So I mean, yeah, we're having a good time at the house together.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jason. We'll go to, let's see, Nick Austin, Tigers.com.
Yeah, Riley, I was just curious, how much are you conscious of the increase in eyes on you as time goes on, whether that's, media, players, organization, whatever, and how does that affect you if it does at all?
I mean, I really don't think about it. I mean, I just take things day by day. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna play as hard as I can, and all that stuff will take care of itself. I mean, if you get wrapped up in all that stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, I need to do this because I want to please this guy, or I need to do that, I need to please this guy. So, I mean, I really don't try to think about it as much. So I just go out there and just try to play my hardest.
What is, if I don't know if you have one, but is there a best piece of advice you've been given by the anyone from the new staff so far that you've kind of taken to heart or tried to incorporate into your game?
Not really. It's kind of just take it day by day and play your hardest. I mean, it's kind of what I live by. And I mean, I'm not gonna look forward to the future. I'm just gonna focus on that day and try to get better that day.
And then finally, from me, I know that your dad helped craft your swing, obviously, when you were well, I say younger. It's not like you're old by any stretch, but did you work with him on your swing at all this offseason? And if so, like, how do you balance maybe what he gives you advice wise with what you're learning, obviously, and whether it's spring training or different camps and whatnot?
So yeah, I mean, most of the time, me and my dad, he'll just throw to me and we'll hit, and he'll just make just small comments, be like, hey, like make sure you're not stepping in, rotate, whatever, stay balanced, just things like that. But I mean, really, he doesn't really mess with my swing anymore, just because it's a little different from what he teaches, but it's still what he teaches. So I mean, we kind of find a happy medium between each other. So
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Matt Shepard, Fox Sports Detroit.
Riley, good to see you. I remember talking to you last year. You said you had bought a boat in 2019. Wondering if you got any new toys from 2000.
I did not get any new toys, but I can tell you right now, I use that boat a lot this offseason. A lot, let me tell you.
Well, largest fish you caught this offseason, or any of your buddies caught, considering they were using it a lot, I know.
So I was always messing with my buddies. And I was like, hey man, if you want to go out, I'll take you out. Riley Greene fishing charters, here we go. And so yeah, I've been me and my buddies been catching fish. I actually put my cousin's boyfriend on it was like a 50-inch redfish, like 60 pounds. So it was pretty big.
Good stuff. Al Avila told us that you've developed into a man faster than he even thought. What has been most surprising to you about your development and your advancement?
I mean, nothing's really been surprising just because of how hard I've been working. I mean, I wake up and I go straight to the gym. I mean, I work out for like 2 hours. I work out hard, and then come home, eat, and then I go back to the gym and I work with a personal trainer, a different gym. But yeah, I mean, I've been taking the off season very seriously, just because I learned from the weightlifting guys and all the guys here, like what I need to work on and what I need to get better at.
Yeah.
So that really helped me through this off season. And I mean, I'm just gonna keep going.
Just a couple more from me. Have you added weight? I think you gained like 15 to 19 pounds last year going into training camp of muscle. Have you gained some weight? And if so, how much?
So I was 220 when I went into the summer camp.
Okay.
And now I'm 205, and I felt a little heavy at 220.
Okay.
And I got home this offseason, started eating healthy, started working out a lot, and I feel like 205 is a good weight for me, just because I feel fast, I feel athletic. So
Gotcha. Lastly, from me, July 10th, you said that you and Derek Hill were standing around the Tigers cage watching Miguel Cabrera hit, and you learned an awful lot from him in just 15 minutes. Who else are you standing around the cage talking to and learning from in this spring training the most?
I've been talking to Robbie Grossman a lot. I mean, even like we were hitting live BP today, and we were just tracking. We weren't even swinging, and just the things he was saying to me, like, hey man, like just things I wouldn't think of. He's like, hey man, like look at the pitcher, look what he's doing. Like he's tipping his pitches. All pitchers are gonna do something. Some are perfect, but most of them are not. And just like the things he's been telling me and the advice he's been giving me have really been helping me.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Shep. Cody Stavenhagen from The Athletic.
Hey, Riley, how much of your swing has purely come natural, or how much do you feel like you've kind of altered it over time?
Can you say that again? I did.
Can you hear me
I really
okay?
hear you. Yeah, say it again.
How much of your swing has just purely been natural, and how much have you altered it over time?
I mean, from a young age, when I was like 13, 14, 15, I had a big leg kick. I was swinging for the fences every single time when I was younger. And you could do that because, I mean, players aren't throwing as hard and things like that. But like once I started moving up, once I started getting to the minor leagues, people are throwing harder. I mean, 94, 95. And I mean, I couldn't do it really anymore. So, I mean, I've shortened up a lot. My mindset to things has changed a lot too. I mean, really like not trying to hit home runs at all, just trusting my power, trusting my swing, and just trying to hit the ball as hard as I can wherever it's pitched.
All right, I hear you took up golf this off season, but right-handed, is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Why right-handed?
Well, my father is a little crazy when it comes to my swing. So, actually my grandma, she bought me a pair of clubs or a set of clubs, and she forgot I was left-handed, and she told my dad, and my dad was like, no, that's perfect. He does not need to be swinging a golf club left-handed. So, I mean, I don't know. I just tried right-handed and it works for me. I mean, I am not good whatsoever, but I go out there and I have fun. So,
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Cody. Jeff Seidel, Detroit Free Press.
Hey, thanks for doing this. You didn't finish the story with Torque and Jake. Did you catch any fish?
I'm pretty sure there was probably 2 fish in the pond, and we caught them both. So, I mean, I guess it's a win for us.
Did you guys eat them or no?
No, it was just a pond in our backyard. So
You were talking about some of the drills you're doing that are different. I saw you guys doing, I've never seen it before. It was almost like a drop step mirror drill. Have you ever done that before?
I've never done it, but I mean, it gets you going, it gets your hips opening up, get your blood flowing. So I like it just because it's fun and you're getting something out of it too.
Right. And I believe you faced Boyd today, right?
Yes.
What, I know you didn't swing, but what did you see out of him today?
Man, he was looking good. He was looking real good. Fastball was moving. Slider and curveball were good. He came up to me after and he was we were talking. He was like, hey man, like what's harder, the slider or curveball? And we were just going back and forth, trying to get feedback for him. But yeah, I mean, he looks really good. So
Very cool. Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll take one more for Riley from Dick Scanlon from the Lakeland Ledger.
Got to get unmuted. The last year must have been pretty frustrating for a guy like you at your stage of development. I mean, there was the period when you didn't even know if you were going to play at all. Did that kind of make you even more eager to get this spring started?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was pretty nervous that there was gonna be no season, and I wasn't gonna be able to play baseball. And I mean, baseball is my life, you know. And I was nervous, but when I got the call, I was very excited. And I mean, to be honest, I feel like being at the alternate site was the best thing for me, just because I grew as a person, as a player, physically and mentally. And yeah, I mean, once we went to this off season, I was eager to come back too and start playing against actual teams.
I mean, is there a sense that like you lost some games or you lost some time last year? I know everybody did, but in your case, that had to be, you had to get kind of antsy, right?
I mean, there was really like no sense of me losing anything. I mean, I'm gonna be antsy to get back on the field always, but I mean, just the stuff that I learned, I thought it was a win for me in my development.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dick. Looks like the last question we have. So Riley, thank you for your time this
Yeah, thank you
afternoon.
guys.
Appreciate everybody joining us, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Take care.